We talk about it every single day. Money. But why are we talking about money every single day? Well, it's because everybody wants it. Everybody needs it. But not everybody has it. Well, here's what's going on right now. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and other banks are changing the way we operate. They're changing the way we can actually go and get access to money. Let me just ask you this. And you can put it down in the comment section below, or you can also click that like button. But do you remember when you could walk into a bank, there'd be a customer service representative there, probably sitting at a desk. They'd ask you what you need. They'd check you in. And then when you told them, oh, I'm just here to get some money, they'd point you to the appropriate person. So then you can go and get your money. Do you remember that? If you do, hit that like button. But the problem is this is no longer a thing. This is not something that we see happen that often. I recently walked into a bank, and I went into this bank to open up a new account. And it was a big bank. There was no cars there, but it said it was open. Okay? So I walked in, opened up the front door, two big glass doors, opened up the doors, walked in, tried to open up the other door. No, you couldn't do it. Sign on the door. Sign on the door said that it was all done through the ATM machine to the right of me. Guess what? It was. There was nobody there. But I could use the ATM machine, and it was some odd machine, but I could use this ATM machine. I could sign up for a new account. Again, no person, just a machine. But what's crazy about all of this is it's not just the smaller banks that are doing this. It's not just the smaller banks that are moving away from bank employees and that one-on-one customer service. No, the big guys like Bank of America and Wells Fargo, they're doing this as well. But why? Why are they doing this? Because again, they're holding our money. What should we do? Should we take our money out? Well, here's what's happening. Bank of America and Wells Fargo and other banks as well, they're all moving away from the employees, the tellers. We don't need them. But here's the thing. If we don't have them, then what do we get? Well, we get machines. That's what we're going to get. One of the biggest reasons why this is all happening is due to the times. Because think about it. Think about what happened over the past 3 years. Customers don't expect to see a person behind the counter in order to give them money. They just don't need that person there anymore. Yeah, that's great, but the ATM machine can do it just as well. They'd be more efficient, and chances are they're going to get it right every single time. You're not going to be missing a dollar. Okay? But think about this. Right now, you can go to an ATM machine. You can get out money. You can also pay for things using a card, which the majority of people now have a card. 10, 15 years ago, that wasn't the case. Listen to this email that I received. This was back on May 17th, which was about a week ago. This person says, and I quote, "Banks are a thing of the past. The entire industry has changed over the past few years, and it is not coming back. We are seeing banking start out like Blockbuster, where everything was in the store. Then we went to Redbox, where you can get videos from a machine, and now we're headed towards streaming or online banking. I managed a bank in Michigan back in late 2021, and my entire branch has since closed due to innovation. Just wait, your bank will be next." That's what this community member is saying. Is this community member right? Chances are yes, this person is right. Because online banks are now a thing. Think about it. Think about what are some of the bigger, Ally Bank, okay? Ally Bank came out and they were offering higher interest rates than others. And SoFi Bank, okay? You think these are small banks? They're not. These are actually pretty substantial banks. But again, they're online. There's no person there. You know how you go and open up a bank account? You pull out your laptop, you pull out your computer, you go type in your name, you type in all your information, you get approved for an account. That's how it happens. You know what's very interesting now? You can get a savings account on your phone through Apple. Apple now offers a savings account with a rather high interest rate. I think it's like 4 point some percent for a savings account. This is what's going on. And what's interesting about all this is some people aren't really here with the times. Many people are still going to their small bank, are still going into the teller every single week to ask for money, when you can simply go to the ATM machine. I could go to a 7-Eleven. I can go and buy a Pepsi or a cookie or something, right? And I could ask for cash back, and I could probably get $100 to maybe $200 from 7-Eleven. I could go to other stores. I could even go to a grocery store and probably get $300 cash back. So again, we don't have to go to an ATM machine. We don't even have to go to a teller anymore. We can get the money elsewhere. It's that simple. Now, here's the issue. Banks have been closing pretty aggressively over the past few years, and during the initial part of the lockdown, they closed branches so that they could remain profitable. But in the past year or so, they have maintained this rate of closure, which is very alarming, because not only are we seeing the banks close, which means we now have to gain access to our money in some other manner, but the other problem is we are losing employees. And once we start losing employees and we are seeing layoffs and we're seeing banks actually close, again, this creates problems. We are going to see massive amounts of problems. We're going to see massive amounts of layoffs. When this happens, the economy is going to change. Again, I think this is going to be beneficial in the long run, because again, we have to have some type of innovation, and that is exactly what we're going through at this time. But as we see innovation, we also see problems. Okay? Now, experts believe that the aggressive closing strategy that is going on is going to have a massive negative impact on the economy, but it's going to hurt mostly rural and low-income communities. That's what they believe. So, I just wanted to fill you in on what's going on right now, because again, as banks start to change, as banks start to limit how much money you can actually go in and request on a daily basis, this is going to change not only our spending habits, it's going to change our savings habits, it's going to make some more frugal, some more financially secure, others, it's going to hurt. So again, I bring this up because right now, the banking industry is changing. They expect all of us to change along with it. Some are going to be very hesitant, and because of that, it could hurt. So again, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on at this time. But if you have any questions whatsoever regarding Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or any of these banks going to more of the machine transactions, or even going to online banking, let me know your questions down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.